Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another game of Food Please Age of Empires. We are at the Couch Cup and we already have game 10 running. It's Fredi and Peter Host versus Jesse the Emperor and Food Please. And yes, Fredi has the Mayans, Peter Host is the Tatars, Jesse the Emperor is the Cumans, and Food Please is the Lithuanians. So let's see how this will turn out. So yeah, we have two villagers of Food Please over here, so probably going to drop his TC around here. Okay, not dropping the TC, still scouting a bit. In the meanwhile, Jesse the Emperor already dropping his TC here on woodline. Might have dropped it a bit closer to woodline, but on the other side, now the gold is protected here. So Fredi flagging, Peter Host flagging his dock. Fredi probably tried to dock also here, but then saw that Peter Host's dock's already there, and he might even probably see. Yes, he'll see Jesse the Emperor's dock. And not managing to wall in Jesse the Emperor's villager here, but trying. Yeah, but the will fighting is the treaty is still running, so he can't even will fight. So yes, Food Please dropping his town center here. Fredi dropping it here, and Peter Host is far away from the other players. Already scouting with the sheep, and let's check it. Fredi also scouting with the sheep. Here's a villager here, here's a sheep here. Here's so many sheeps, so much scouting. Okay, tells Peter Host he lost the sheep over here, so no. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but he lost the sheep. To whom did he lose the sheep?
He was just getting paranoid.
Okay, in the meanwhile, Jesse the Emperor is not having a fishing ship up already. Okay, it's producing. Food Please, okay, it's his dock over here. Yeah, not too bad a position. And Fredi, which curiously does not have a dock up yet. So, but here we see standard gameplay. Yeah, not too much happening in the beginning of Nomad. We see Jesse the Emperor get housed. Should probably build a house with two villages. Yes, he is building it with two, and also a second house. Peter Host already rushing up a house with two villagers. Yes, almost getting housed, but I think the house is might be time. So get the scouting here. Peter Host has done little scouting, while Fredi has done quite some scouting with the sheep. Jesse the Emperor has done zero scouting. And Food Please also having done no scouting at all, probably because both of them don't have any sheep. I mean, Jesse the Emperor could take this sheep, but he probably doesn't see it. Food Please doesn't see it. Jesse the Emperor, yeah, he's just not seeing it. He's also scouting with his first fishing ship instead of just taking the. He has a second fishing ship, but he's already scouting with the fishing ship. Maybe he'll also go full admiral in this game. Now he returns with the fishing ship, but he didn't see this dock, I think. Now Food Please got this sheep here, full on wood. Now doing more scouting with the sheep, with the villager, but. Yeah, also there's a rhino over here. I don't know if he knows. Let's check if he knows. Yes, he knows. And yeah. Now we see Gummibär, just a pop-up. Gummibär Grün is now playing Age of Empires, so maybe he will also watch the game, because unfortunately he could not join this Couch Cup. But maybe he's checking in for some games. Now look at this messy houses by Peter Host, but rushing them up right beside the TC to not lose so much walking time. And now Food Please is close, but did he find someone? No, he did find. Yeah, idle villager here, doing quite a lot of scouting with the villagers. Jesse the Emperor, yes, also now scouting with villagers, idling here a bit. Fredi, yeah, it's done extensive scouting with all his sheep. Also taking sheep now, taking deer, zebras here, and also found a house of Food Please now, which might be quite interesting to see. Did Food Please managed to be a second faster than Fredi here and lamed the rhino. Fredi. But Fredi, yeah, he saw those two houses, but he still doesn't know where Food Please's TC is. And Jesse the Emperor, curiously few villagers on wood, only 3 villagers on wood, going full on berries, maybe trying to get a fast fuel age. And yes, he's already clicked up to the fuel age. Meanwhile, Food Please almost has the food for fuel age. Peter Host is a bit away still, and Fredi has the food for fuel age but doesn't click up yet. So I'm not sure if she's saving up for fast castle. Or now Food Please X'd the location of Fredi. Fredi getting in Rhino here. Food Please running all over the map with his villagers. Let's see if what he scouted. He scouted the location of Fredi. He did not scout the location of Peter Host yet. That's quite interesting. Now he'll probably find it. Yes, he lost the sheep here, so he'll probably know that Peter Host has to be there. Yeah, but not too much else happening here. Fredi fishing on the shore fish, not too efficient here. I mean, he has so much deep sea fish around his dock here, but he didn't scout. So, yeah, all the players happily fishing, happily scouting all over the map. There's some sheep and some villagers of Food Please. Food Please also only on shore fish, on long distance shore fishing. I'm not sure why his fishing ships are so far away from his dock. Must have been a misclick. I mean, this is ridiculously inefficient. Now Fredi also up to the fuel age. Food Please and Jesse the Emperor already are up for some time, and Peter Host almost simultaneously. And we hear the first attack sounds here. First fire galley of Jesse the Emperor is out and will now probably wreck Fredi fishing economy. Yes, and it's attacking. In the meanwhile, what's happening here? Here the players are on gold. Yeah, here, okay, we see another fire galley from Jesse the Emperor, who is now in full admiral mode, but he has scouted the fishing ships, the rest of the fishing ships of Fredi, yeah, but he will find them and destroy them. And yeah, this is a difficult fight for water because Jesse the Emperor is playing with a 10% handicap. So let's check the will counts. So yeah, will counts is around even Though Jesse the Emperor is being a bit behind. Now the TC idle time would be interesting here, but unfortunately I haven't set up capture age. Because Jesse the Emperor, I mean, he starts with more wood, so he can go for the fishing ship immediately. So it's curious that he is behind in build count. Although he's catching up. Now Fredi here, going for the zebras, going for the berries. Quite a peaceful game. Jesse the Emperor is building his human TC. I think it's a bit far away from anything, to be honest. I mean, the gold is already quite close to the initial TC, and yeah, he does nothing with the space. I mean, he could go for some farms, but it doesn't protect anything. I mean, probably take another wood line or take this gold. I mean, he knows of this gold because he has the house here. Is he? Yeah, okay. At least he's producing out of both TCs, so he might be able to go for a fuel age boom here, because he, resource-wise, he's far away from the castle age. Meanwhile, food please almost up to the castle age, and Peter Host is already in the castle age. Yeah, he just reached it. Fredi also almost up to the castle age. So it looks like Jesse the Emperor is good, yeah, good bit behind here. I mean, yes, he now overtook the others in build count, but what good is it if the opponents just drop a castle here? I mean, castle dropped here is probably a GG for Jesse the Emperor. And in the meanwhile, Fredi going for the double barracks and probably will just spam out the eagles. Yes, he's already researching Eagle Warrior, producing the Eagle Scouts. Well, in the meanwhile, the first knights of Food Please are in, but yeah, they have. Okay, they might do some damage here. But I think they have to defend against the knights from Peter Host. Let's check the upgrades. Yes, they both have the armor upgrades. Quite nice, but now the Eagle Warriors are in for Fredi, and yeah, the multiple Eagle Warriors, they will just wreck the Knight of Food Please here. So not too much damage to be done. Yes, the fishing economy of Fredi was completely destroyed. Peter Host still has 2 fishing ships here, but yeah, but now Jesse the Emperor found the dock of Peter Host, and I think that the water is lost here for Peter Host and Fredi. So, but yeah, now the Eagle Warriors are out, and they are out to find some to do some damage. And I mean, yeah, Food Please has a couple of knights here, but 2 knights are no match for, what is this, 8 or 10 Eagle Warriors, and also knights and even camels from Peter Host. So yeah, here panic quick walls to save the gold villagers, but house will go down here. And also Food Please going for the monastery here, which will do nothing against the Eagle Warriors, but yeah, might be nice against the knights, but I think in total won't matter too much. Or did he get some relic there? Not sure. No. So I'm not sure what he wants to achieve with the monastery here. Yeah, now Food Please knights have to run against the Eagle army of Fredi, and the Eagles, they have the attack upgrade, they have 1 defense upgrade. Food Please only has the armor upgrade. Yeah, I think now the Eagles also found Yes, they also found Jesse the Emperor, and now they're just raiding. And I think that's just too few knights against Eagle Warriors. I mean, yeah, sure, he can maybe pick off some, but he's losing all the HP, and yeah, he's losing all the knights here. Yes, I mean, yeah, both players, Food Police and Jesse the Emperor, they still have the score lead. They have a happy fishing economy, not too efficient here, going for the shore fish again. But yeah, let's check the bill count. Yeah, Jesse the Emperor actually boomed ahead. He is twice the villagers of Fredi, which is quite nice. But Jesse the Emperor is yes, negligible amount of military here. Fredi, which is just so strong in his military count. And now the first monk is out. Let's see what he will do. Did he get the conversion? I'm not sure, or was he picked off too fast by the Eagle Warrior? Didn't get that. Food please, idling his whole economy. I mean, these are 19 idle villagers under the TC. And yeah, but it looks quite nice by Jesse the Emperor, booming ahead. Now the only thing he has to do is produce more military. Now it reached Castle Age, maybe he could drop a 30s even, but now the Eagles are in his economy and now he has to retreat into the TC. Yeah, and looks dire for Jesse the Emperor and Food Please. Food Please is cornered in here. He has nowhere to go. Now even camels from Peter Host are in. Also some forward villagers here for Peter Host. And there's the castle drop by Peter Host. I think it's a bit too defensive. Could be a few more tiles. 2 Food Pleases TC because it can't reach the TC. So it's, yeah, while it secures the position, it does not exert too much pressure here. And here Food Please destroying a house, nothing too interesting. Yeah, but the Knights of Food Please are getting wrecked here. And then what does he have? He has no military. I mean, look at the military numbers. Yeah, Jesse the Emperor now has to start producing. This is the only way they can. Yeah, and he's queuing up the Knights, but I'm not sure if Knights is the best play here because Peter's going for camels already. I mean, yeah, they only have 1 defensive upgrade, but yeah, the Knights also having just 1 defensive and 1 attack. So, I mean, even if Jesse also goes for Knights, they will also be wrecked by the camels. Now the castle is up, securing this position quite nicely. Yeah, not doing any real damage yet because it's out of reach. Ah, no, now Peter went for the arch upgrade and increased the range of the castle. Oh, and now it's actually reaching the TC. Oh, so I was wrong. So very nicely done here. And yeah, Jesse is still booming ahead. Now on 75 villagers against Fredinovich's measly 37. But Fredinovic, on the other hand, has military. Oh, and now Jesse also increased his military numbers greatly. He has knights here roaming in his own base because the Eagles are raiding his economy. And yeah, the Eagles now having the 2nd defensive upgrade. They have enough pierce armor to raid under the TC. Yeah, here we have 8 knights, but they just have to defend. Food Please massing his knights here, healing the knights up. But yeah, he's completely cornered. His TC is getting shot down. He's to rush up a house with 10 villagers. And here the knights from Jesse the Emperor are coming, but they have 0 upgrades. few villagers idling here. Yeah, needs the knights upgrades, and then even then they will just lose to Peter Host's camels. There are just so many camels. Now Peter even going for Keshiks, which is probably unnecessary. But yeah, now just knights are getting wrecked. Picking off quite some eagle warriors, but I don't see it here. And Peter Host has enough stone for another castle. He's more than 1,000 gold in the bank. So yeah, while Jesse the Emperor boomed quite nicely, he was, I think it was just too late when he started to produce military. And then he had just to defend with his knights against the eagle warriors and against the raids, and couldn't do any raids on his own. And yeah, I mean, we have a knight army here, almost 20 knights from Food Please, but against the almost 20 camels, they just look silly. Yeah, so he might convert a camel, but he's splitting his knights here. Some on the eagle warriors, some on the camels, and they will take out some eagle warriors, but the camels would just wreck them. And then, I mean, they're not in a position to do anything here. I mean, Jesse the Emperor now going for another 2 stables, or being on 4 stables, but I'm not sure if he has the resources to constantly produce. Also, he's housed. And we're now going for step lancers. I'm not sure why step lancers. It's now going for the 30C, but yeah, I mean, he has a massive. No, he does not have a massive village lead anymore. Peter Host boomed quite some time and now caught up in mill count. And yeah, but Jesse the Emperor and Food, especially Food Please, all in the corner, and Food Please doesn't have a TC anymore. His villagers, once his knights are cleaned up, his villagers will get picked off, and Food Please calls the GG, while Peter Host is dropping another castle around Jesse the Emperor. And yeah, this looks like it's over. Yeah, with some cavalry action here. I'm not sure why Jesse the Emperor is not calling the game yet. But yeah, we're just waiting on the GG of Jesse the Emperor. Yes, that's. This is over now.
They were already in the race, but
all in all, I have to say that the Emperor with the early human TC, he boomed ahead really nicely.
I think boom was wrong.
So that was nicely done, but in the end he just had 2 low numbers of military. And now he still has 10 villages garrisoned in the TC here. And I'm just asking myself, why isn't he calling the GG? I mean, Food Please already resigned. So does he think he can beat Peter Host and Fredi, which, I mean, he has, now he calls the GG and the game is over. So yes, I was surprised to not see too much aggression from Food Please here. Was then just cornered here. It was just a bad position here, just cornered here, and yeah, with Jesse booming but not building any military, they just had nothing to defend against the double aggression from Peter Host and Fredi. And let's check the score here, or the timeline. Yeah, timeline-wise, it was not too uneven, so we see Jesse the Emperor boomed quite a bit. When Peter Host was here, maybe a bit squeezed. Fredi didn't have too much villagers as he stayed on a single TC. But yes, look at the. Yeah, if you just look at the numbers. Jesse the Emperor and Food Please send much resources around. Yeah, interesting game, but Jesse the Emperor still has to work on his military production. I think that's his biggest problem currently. He's not capitalizing on his economy and just going for economy without the military. Yeah, he's too late for the aggression of the more experienced players like Fredi and Peter Ost. So this was game 10. Then I'm Herr Acker. So see you in the next game.